First time I played for my country was in Pakistan, against Pakistan. Me and Syed Rahim Nabi were room partners. Suki sir had a thing of announcing the team on the match day in the morning for breakfast, at breakfast. Before the match day, we were training and me and Nabi were not in the team. So we were just chilling, very happy to be in the senior national team. In the morning for breakfast, when Suki sir announced the team, me and Nabi both were in the team. So I still remember going back, and we couldn't even take the nap in the afternoon because we were buzzing. We were just 20-year-old kids. Got to know the news that we were going to start for the country for the first time, senior India. It was an unbelievable feeling, man. It was surreal. It was something that I'm very, very proud of. We played the game. It was 1-1. We scored first. I was lucky enough to get the first goal. I was so happy that I forgot we were playing in Pakistan. I went to the Pakistani fans and started celebrating. There's a very sad photo where only I'm doing this in front of the fans and nobody followed me. When we conceded after the 80th minute, and it was 1-1, but that by far is one of the best moments of my life. Did I think I'm going to play 100 games then? Nope. Did I ever think I'm going to play for my country? No. Did I dream of it? Yes. Did I ever dreamt I'm going to play 100 games? Not even in my dreams. Are you serious, my friend? I never even dreamt that I'm going to play for my country 100 games. It's something which is beyond my dreams, and I cannot tell you in words how happy and honored I am. It's only second player in the history of the country. It's unbelievable, and I'm completely honored that I'm going to probably have the feat tomorrow. Actually, it is. I always said that, and I've never said it with arrogance. I've always said it right from my heart that it doesn't matter, because actually I'm not thinking about milestones, but to the build-up of this game, been hearing so much, reading so much, getting messages so much. I was talking to my mom yesterday, which was quite emotional, and it just, how big it was for her made me realize how big actually it is. And I cannot thank everyone involved in this, right from my parents, my friends, my family, the players that I've played with, the coaches that I've learned from, the fans who have come and supported, you guys, media, everyone. It's been such a tremendous journey that it feels special. It feels special that I'm going to be just the second Indian to play 100 games, to get 100 chances to represent my country, to wear the blue jersey and to go and sing the national anthem before a game. It's an unbelievable feeling. I just hope I can keep my emotions in control, go there, play the game as we should, stick to the plan and try to win the game for the country. It wasn't for the special occasion, first. Second, I'm extremely sorry. My phone is hanged. It doesn't work. I never knew it's going to have that kind of impact. It was unbelievable, man. This is outrageous. I through your media, I want to thank everyone who has joined in. It's a very simple thing. It's just a simple message. And I'll tell you why it came. We played the game, and it was great to go and celebrate with the Blue Pilgrims and few Mumbai fans. But then I was talking to Sandesh and I was telling him how, as a club, Kerala has done well, Chennai does fairly well, BFC is doing really well. You know, a few of the clubs in the country, when you go to play an ISL game, you feel this is what you want to feel. I mean, the topmost is Kerala Blasters. That's how a player should feel. You know, where you can't hear each other and just the atmosphere takes everything from you. And you want to just, not that if you play for an empty stadium, you don't want to play a real game, but you want to just go there and live those 90 minutes. So I was telling Sandesh that this is how you want to feel. And somewhere I thought, this is something that we couldn't feel here. Also in Mumbai, when it's a 10,000 seater, I thought, not because to come and watch Sunil Chhetri, but just because we are wearing the blue jersey, it would be great. And I totally understand, you can never force anyone. So that's why I just randomly went on Twitter. You should always check your emotions. I never thought that this is going to follow. It's unbelievable. My I've got some 1,000 WhatsApps. I just hope everyone takes it in the right way, because it was right from my heart. There was no hidden agenda. It was just straight from my heart saying, if you can, please come and see a match in the stadium, and we'll try our best to do whatever we can on the pitch. I just hope people take it in the right way, and I also want to thank everyone who joined in. It really helps. You know, Virat and all, everyone joined in. It was such a sweet gesture. So just thank everyone who joined in, and thank you for helping me spread the word. There are a few tough games that I've played. Tough in the sense the kind of opponent we have played. South Korea at Asian Cup 2011 was a tough team to play against. Australia in the first game was really tough. Japan in Bangalore when I was pretty young, that was a tough game. And there are some games which is tough because of the importance. Tajikistan final was really tough. Kyrgyzstan at home in Bangalore for this qualification was really tough. Myanmar away was really tough. So there are a few games, it differs. One is tough as an opponent. When you play Cameroon in Nehru Cup, was really, really tough to play against. So I've played 100 games now, 99. So I've been quite fortunate to play a few lot of tough games, and I think it always brings the best out of you. You should be lucky as a player if you get more tough games than easier ones. I mean, you always love the easier ones eventually, but as a player, I think tough games, losses makes you better, teaches you more. So yeah, there are a few tough games that I've played in my life, and I just took the names of the games that I've played. But I think the toughest is going to be against Kenya tomorrow, because it hasn't been done yet. We haven't won it, or we haven't performed. Toughest are always the ones that are going to come. UAE, Thailand and Bahrain are going to be tough. By the way, I just read a news that somebody, I don't know who, one of you said that I said I will only celebrate if I score against tough opponents. I don't know who did that story, but that wasn't what I meant when I said something in the last interview. I hope whoever wrote it, I want to say you again, I didn't say that I'm going to celebrate only if I score against tough opponents. I said when I score against Bahrain and we qualify, then I will celebrate. There's a specific team that I took name of, specific tournament that I took name of. It was just a nice, healthy thing. It was just for laugh. You know, the jitter and the anticipation, you won't believe, is the same. I do not like late games because you have to wait that much. But I've learned how to deal with it. I feel the same. I always think, why can't you just get up at 6:30, have breakfast and play at 10? You know, because then you're thinking. Your mind is so powerful. When you start thinking, you think so many things. And I'm somebody who's very restless. I probably do not show it, but I'm really restless. So I've learned now to systematically make sure that I follow the plan of taking a nap, to read something, to occupy my brains. But when you are thinking too much before a game, especially 8 o'clock kickoffs, it becomes difficult. It doesn't matter who you're playing and which tournament you're playing, but I still face the same jitters. I'm generally restless before a game. The moment we start warming up, then you calm down, because then you're not thinking about anything else. But before a game, when it hasn't started and you still have 6 hours left, which seems like 60 hours, you think a lot of things, which is not good for somebody like me. Because then I go to Twitter and start speaking. That's something that I don't take it seriously, and I request whole of my country, don't take it too seriously. Enjoy the fact that I try my best to score for my country, but those stats are something that you shouldn't take seriously. It's just something you should feel happy for like 5-6 seconds, relax, enjoy, and forget about it. That's what I do. Whenever, and there are many, the memes and the stories that I keep seeing. You see it, you feel great that you're in the same picture as Ronaldo and Messi, but that's about it. Then after 5 seconds, relax, go to your work, do your job, relax, forget about it. Don't take it too seriously. That's what I want to say. I'll tell you a story now. I generally don't like to play with juniors. I'll tell you why. You know Manveer? So Manveer is in our camp and generally doesn't talk much. So I keep talking to the boys, joking around, thinking that I should gain some brownie points so that they like me. So I go to him and I was just talking to him and he says to me, Paji, आप JCT में खेले हैं ना? मैंने कहा, yeah, I was there 2004, 5, 6, 7. आप पंजाब पुलिस के अगेंस्ट खेले हैं ना? मैंने कहा, yeah, you know, tough game ये वो. मेरे पापा भी खेलते थे आपके अगेंस्ट. And I was like, मुझे बोल दिया है, किसी और को बोलना मत. And I was shocked. I was so shocked. Because I go to the gym and I work really hard. I put creams on my face to look young so that I don't look odd with all these young ones. And this guy comes to me and says, you know what, mere papa khele aapke against. And he is with me in the camp. And I said to my friend, you are not going to speak about this to anyone, please. But because you asked, I feel good. I feel good when I'm sprinting with Udanta. I feel good when I'm trying to beat Sandesh. I feel good when I'm trying to score against the big wall. All three things not very easy, but I try. It keeps me on my toes. The lads are really good. All of them are very professional. All of them really want to do well for themselves and the country and the club they play for. And it's great to lead this bunch. They're all very good, very happy kids, happy boys, and great camaraderie between all of them. We don't have a single rotten apple or potato, if I may say so, and that's always good for a team. We might not be technically great, but we all bond well, and we all want to improve. So it feels really good to lead this bunch of players. And the story that I gave you stays here. I didn't. If I did, probably I wouldn't have. I didn't think twice. It wasn't planned. It wasn't something that I thought. And if you can ask our guy who made the video, Shankar, there's just one take. The video was one take, done. We didn't see the lighting. We didn't see where we were sitting. Nothing. It was just something that I felt, and I thought I'm going to make it. I didn't talk to my team. Just posted it. So whatever reaction that I'm getting, most of them are positive. And if you're saying somebody thinks that I was pleading or whatever, I don't feel any shame. If my pleading makes a difference for people to come and see us, I'm alright with it. If people are hurt that I was pleading, sorry again, don't get hurt. It was just an honest, just something which is, just come and watch if you can. As I said, there is no hidden agenda there. I don't feel ashamed at all. It was just something that I really wanted to say, and I said it to my best capability, and yeah, that's about it. I think I've become more calmer, and I think I see things more. That's a virtue. When I was young, people used to say, you should sign experienced players, you should play experienced players, and I used to think, why experienced players, man? We should play young team, young players. But now I understand the importance of experience. Once you grow older and you play more, you understand what's not good for you rather than what works for you. As you grow older, you tend to start filtering stuff which is not needed and which is not important for you. And that's what I've learned in my life. Now my thought process towards football is very specific. I know exactly what works for me, and I do the same thing. It's monotonous. It's something which is very boring, but you know what works for you, and you tend to keep away from stuff that doesn't work for you. So I think that is what has changed in me. I've become more calmer. I want to believe that I'm become more wiser, and I just hope it continues. We have the desire. Definitely we have the talent. We've got to keep working hard. I was talking to the boys and I told them, first of all, sir, I've said this before, I don't take rankings too seriously because of the way it works. It's very tricky. One agenda which is very, very important to me and the boys is to try to win every game that we play for the country and try to do well. Eventually, once you do that, you'll be sorted as far as the ranking is concerned. To reach under 100 was difficult, but to stay there is going to be very, very, very difficult. Every country in the world wants to improve and do well. There are so many countries that we don't play directly in and around us, so the ranking is tricky. But we have to make sure every opportunity we get to play for the country, we have to give our best so that we stay there. Ranking helps a lot when the group stages are made, when there are tournaments. So we have to make sure that we try to stick there. But more importantly, for me and the boys, is to win games for the country and try to do well. And one more thing that we really want to work hard, just a teaser, to do well away. We generally do all right at home, but I really want us to improve when we go away. I just hope we have more games away, and I just hope we can do a little bit better than what we have done away. So I think that is what is there in our heads more. Ranking, I've said this before, and don't take me wrong, I don't take it too seriously. But I feel sad because I know what you go through. You know, when you are on a brink of potential contract and it doesn't happen, not because of you as a player, but some other reason, it is not nice. But chin up, Dheeraj. You're going to get your opportunity. I've seen the kid and he's good. He really has the potential. I was talking to Gurpreet also, and he says he really has the potential. I just hope that it doesn't dishearten him too much, and I hope he keeps working hard. And I'm sure he's going to find a way soon. The whole point for him is to keep getting better, and on that journey, if he gets opportunity to play abroad, wherever, I hope he gets that opportunity, and I hope he takes it with both his hands. I just hope that this doesn't make him too sad. I know he's going to be sad, but I just hope it doesn't make him too sad, and he keeps working hard, because definitely is one of the players that did really well for us in the Under-17 World Cup, and he's somebody who really has a great future. But working hard and keeping his head on his shoulder is going to be paramount for him to do well in his future. I just hope he does that. I try to, I'm not sounding cliche, but try to be a good example, because I've understood something that lectures don't work. When you call a player and try to say him, like small example, if I call Udanta and say, Udanta, you have to be on time, Udanta, you have to be on time, Udanta, you have to be on time, and you have to go to the gym. If I say him this, the impact is less. But if he sees me as my room partner, that I'm always on time, and I'm going to the gym regularly, I don't even have to utter a word, you know. So I think it's more as an example that I try to be a leader, so that the boys can see and try to follow. And I know few of them do. I've seen few of them doing so. You know, some of them see what I eat, some of them see what time I'm going to the gym, and some of them follow. And it's so nice, because not a single word is spoken. And when you see these things happening, you feel really good, because you know you're doing something right. And when you see some of them, one example I can give you is JJ. Some of them trying to do the same stuff and get better, it feels really good, man. You know, we're talking about my 100th game, but a kid who just came in front of me is going to complete his 50th game in 2 matches. And I can't tell you how much joy it gives me, because he just came in front of me a few years back, and we're talking about this young, strong, big kid who was throwing Gormangi here and there in training, and now he's about to complete his 50th game for the country. It feels really good. I just hope every one of them, do well for our country, try to improve, so that collectively we all can improve. But to your question, I think it's just to be a good example, try to do the right things, and hope that everyone follows. It's a very valid point. Until we completely capture the fans, where we reach a place where Indian football is playing no matter what day, which day will come. Till the time, this is a very valid point. Small example is what we did at BFC. We are just 5 years old as a club, but that's what we do. That's what we did. Strategizing that we should get most of the games at weekend at conducive timings. And then once the bug bites you, then you don't have to worry. Once we get the whole theme of the fans, and then you don't have to worry. Now on a weekday, we get 8 to 10,000 people coming for an AFC game at our club level. So it just tells you it's a valid point. So I just hope that the next time we do it a little bit better. 8 o'clock timings are great. The stadiums having floodlights are great, because 8 o'clock really helps. You can finish your work, you can finish your school or whatever, and then you have time. Yes, if it's a Saturday or Sunday, it helps more, and it's a valid point. And whenever I talk to them, I'll put it forward. My friend told me this, and you should follow this. If only more Chhetris come, we'll always be in 100 only. We'll never improve. So we need better than Chhetris. Because Chhetri could only do 100. So we need much more better players than me, so that we can reach much more higher. What we should do is, all the kids in our country, and I'm only going to talk about football, all the kids in our country, a boy or a girl, who wants to play and who is good, should get the best facilities. And when I say best facilities, good coaching, good education about diet, and good places to play for. That's it. The day in our nation, and I'm only talking about football right now, the day in our nation we can do that, we can achieve that, our problem is solved. And even if at that moment, whatever we achieve, we can raise our hand and say, this is the best our country has to give. Are we doing it right now? Nope. Have we tapped on all the potential? No. So then when we become sad now to all the sport, When we become sad, we didn't get Olympic medals this much, that sport, this sport. It's a little bit not correct because we say 1.3 billion people, ye nahi hua. 1.3 billion people, ye nahi hua. But are we tapping everyone in the country who is good and wants to play? The day we do it, the day we know that statistically we have tapped every kid who is good and he is getting the opportunity to perform well, a boy or a girl, then we can say, yes, this is the best we have. And this is the best. And then whatever ranking or whichever games you're playing and whatever you're doing, we can say, yes, this is the best we have. Otherwise, when we say, कि इतना population है कुछ नहीं कर रहे, it's a little bit not true. So I think as a nation, we should all collectively strive towards to be a nation where every one of us, when you are young and we are good, should get the opportunity to flourish as high level as possible. The right coaching, the right nutrients, and the right place to play. You have played in a lot of places. What do you think about Calcutta is what she's asking. I feel special about Calcutta because that's where I started my journey of professional football. I mean, I will translate later on. চেষ্টা করব আই থিঙ্ক প্রচুর ভালো লাগে আমি নিজে ক্যারিয়ার স্টার্ট করেছি ক্যালকাটা থেকে অ্যান্ড আই কান্ট ফিল মোর প্রাউড আমি সেই টাইমে মনমান জন্য সাইন করেছিলাম অ্যান্ড ইট ওয়াজ এ হিউজ ফিলিং ফর মি অ্যান্ড মাই ফ্যামিলি প্রচুর জিনিসগুলো শিখতে পেরেছি বিকজ আই ওয়াজ দ্য বেস্ট ক্লাব দেন তারপরে আমি আবার ইস্টবেঙ্গল সাইন করলাম ড্রিম ফর লট অফ কিডস গ্রোয়িং ইন মাই এরা to play for both Mumbai and East Bengal. আমি করতে পারলাম and all the love that I've got from these two places, I really cherish it. আমি both clubকে all the best জানাই. Whatever they want to do, I just hope they achieve whatever they want to. They are one of the best clubs, big names in our country, and I wish them all the luck to the supporters and the whole club. Sir, we lack a lot of things, sir. Lot of things. Where we want to reach, at least in my head, where we want to reach is a faraway place. And the way I look at it is, I want to take small steps. So what I do personally is improve myself, because I'm a small pawn in the whole structure. But the moment I think about the whole structure, I lose my own self. So I think कि मैं अपने आप को improve करता हूँ, because that's my work, and the work is this much. To just improve myself is a huge work. To every day improve myself is a huge work, and I only consider on that, because I also believe that I'm doing my work. AIFF, other players, coaches, media, now fans, because I've asked them, every government, everyone will think the same way, put their head down and work on their flaws and try to improve. And then as a whole, we all will improve. One thing I have understood in my career, when we do this, nothing improves. So I've done this on everyone else. I put my head down and I'm being very honest. I try very hard to improve myself, and that's all I can do. And whenever I get a little bit time from that, I try to encourage my own players, teammates, and that's all time that I have. I can't say anything to anyone else, and I hope that everyone, like you have promised me now, are going to raise questions, are going to talk about it. It's very, very important. One of the messages in the video was to talk about it. You have no idea how important and powerful it is. When people start talking about the game, it spreads, and then no one in the system is spared. Then we all are answerable. If I know, I'll tell you what, when you play for a country, you always give your best. But if I know everything that I do is going to be questioned, everything that I'm going to do, people are going to ask me why, it's an added responsibility. It makes you better, it makes you more quicker, and it makes you more aware. So I just hope we talk enough about this game. Everyone, talk about it. Things will change. Definitely change. So what was the second question? Yes, sir. What is First of all, I'm sad as all of you that we are not there. The hope is, as neutrals, then enjoy the best thing in the world. The World Cup is the best thing in the world. Enjoy the whole talent, enjoy the team strategies, enjoy the whole euphoria, which is what I'm going to do. At the same time, I'll want to learn a lot of things from the tournament. But it comes in 4 years. It is rare. So make sure whatever you're doing, enjoy every game. Don't just say, I'm only going to watch Brazil, I'm only going to watch Germany. Watch everyone and just enjoy and have a ball, man. Enjoy the World Cup. I think we are on the right path. There is a steady growth. The sad part is we have to compare. And when we compare ourselves with the Asian countries, we lag behind. And that makes me sad. Are we making, have we had a growth in last 13 years that I'm playing? Yes. Steady, gradual. But it's not close as to where we want to reach. So we have to speed up. And again, the same thing applies. Everyone has to put their head down and work really, really hard. Where we want to go is far. You know, I hope there comes a time where qualifications for Asia Cup should be normal. Should not be celebrated. Right now we are celebrating it. It's a huge thing for us. I hope staying in the top 12, 15 should be normal. I hope friendlies against Japan and Australia should be normal. It'll only happen when we are there. You know, when we are arranging friendlies, it's very difficult to ask Japan to come. Because why would Japan not play Ghana, who they played, and play India? Why would Thailand not play China, who they played? Both the teams lost though. And not play us. So we have to be there. Once we are there and you're rubbing shoulders with the best one, life becomes easier. Imagine when we played Australia, Bahrain and South Korea. We hadn't played them before. So what reference do you have? We were there, and I'm going to be honest, we were like this at the tunnel. Swazgers, Tim Khel, everyone, we were like this. But if imagine we're playing them every 3 months, we won't be like this. Now we're going to play UAE, Thailand and Bahrain. When did you see us playing them last? Or the same teams last? So this is very, very important for us to keep improving and have a steady growth so that we are there and we are rubbing shoulders with the best. One great example is Thailand. 7 years back we played Thailand here, 2-2. We played them there. We lost 2-1 or 1-0. We were equal. Do you think Thailand and India are equal right now? Be honest to yourself. I don't want to answer that. They have improved. They have improved much more. That's a good example for us. We got to improve and be there so that we are rubbing shoulders with the best in Asia at least. Then you know what, this is what we are. We played China. Okay, next we're going to play Japan. Okay, next we're going to play UAE, Lebanon. And I'm not disrespecting any other team that we play. Great, the SAF Cup, great, everything great. But if you want to achieve higher, you got to rub shoulders with the best in Asia, and you have to be that able. So first of all, as us, as players, we want to be that able, and then make sure the arrangements happen so that we can attract those teams to come and play against us. And then we will know, what, we are in the right path. It comes really random, my friend. Not something that I plan. It comes really random and just comes random, man. I think the Afghanistan was a good one. We saw the coach already set up the whole party, the Afghanistan coach, and I think it wasn't cool. But of course, you can't say anything before the game. It was so sweet to win the game, man. When you know the other team has already planned for the party, it's not nice because they were staying in the same hotel, so we could know that. It was very cool. There are a few games that, one thing that is coming in my mind right now is the game against, of course, not for the national team, one against Abhani, Bangladesh. We went there. I told Poki, who's our manager, Rosewell, at BFC, I said, no matter what happens, do not say anything about the Aizawl and Maldives game to any player who asks. And I spoke to the players, do not think anything about that game, because no matter what you do, nothing you can change about that game. But make sure we go to this game and we kill everything. We make sure that if Aizawl does us a favor, we shouldn't kill ourselves thinking, oh my God, Aizawl did this and we couldn't. So make sure we clean our house first and then we'll see. And you won't believe, till 78th minute, all the boys were so engrossed in our own game. We didn't ask. Thankfully, it was 0-0 in the half-time for Aizawl game. So nobody asked, nobody said anything. And it's very rare. As players, you always are jittery, you want to know. But it's very rare because no one asked. The whole team was so happy just performing on the pitch. On the 70th minute, Poki, even though I asked him not to, he just told me. And I knew. And on the 88th minute, the whole team knew. And that's one of the team meetings that we had. And thankfully, everyone understood that no matter what you do, the other game you can't change anything. But the way the boys played was brilliant. I think that was the best game, one of the best games the BFC played this year against Afghani at Bangladesh under those circumstances, man. I think that kid doesn't need a message, to be honest. But if I have to say something, just don't think about 100 games or anything. I didn't. You know, you never plan these things. This is special. Just do what you're doing and love the game and keep working hard. It sounds cliche, but that's the mantra. Don't think about next 10 games. It's too far. You never know what's going to happen. There's so many players who are not in the camp. There's so many young prodigies who I thought are going to make big. They are not here. So much I've seen in my life. So many players who think, oh my God, he's going to be the next for 10 years. They're not there. Some of them are left football. So just don't think too much. Relax. Give your best in every game that you can. And who knows, 12 years down the line, we'll be talking about Anirudh Thapa's 100th game, 40 goals. Who knows? My parents are not coming tomorrow. They said 100 is too small a feat. When it becomes 200, they'll come. That's what my mom said. Sonam might come. Yeah, but my mom said, nah, 100 is not. 200, I'll come. I said, all right.
Thank you, everyone.
Guys, thank you so much.